You know that thing when you meet new people at work and then some jackass says, "Hey, let's go around the room, say our names, and share an interesting fact about ourselves?" And you're just there counting down how many people until it's your turn, trying to invent a whole new personality you think might just be interesting to these people. Yeah, it's exhausting. And I struggled with that a lot. Nights of wondering, who am I? Who am I really? It gets to you. And it's not something you can just Google. I mean, you can list things about yourself, but that kind of feels like you're just listing attributes. I'm this tall, I live here, and so on. You can make list after list. But who you are at its core is a much deeper question than that. I've found that the world can't tell me who I am as much as I searched. I needed to tell it by discovering what I like. As cliche as it sounds, the answer to my question was inside me all along. Or, some Zen bullshit like that. So I gave myself permission to experiment, try things, finding out what I like or don't like. That's kind of how I started to understand myself, which of course kind of led to another problem. You find something you like, and you think to yourself, yeah, that looks like a lot of fun, but you just can't seem to take the first step into it. I suck when it comes to starting new things. I'm afraid of trying too much at once, of turning it all into a completely unmanageable mess. You'd think self discovery would be easier, but I've found that taking that first step is sometimes the hardest part of it all. I want to do all the things, but I usually can't decide which one first. That's kind of the difficult part of starting. You get so hung up on being afraid of not liking it and having wasted time or money or effort on something that you could have been doing something else or chasing something else, so you talk yourself out of it and you're back to square one, which sucks. Over time, I realized I needed to give myself permission to try without expectation. So what if I didn't like it? No one's keeping score of that. And then each experience ended up teaching me something new about myself. For the things I liked, I also realized I never let myself absolutely suck at something as a beginner. I either had to be perfectly awesome at it, or it just wasn't for me. I kind of forgot that apparently to try and to fail is natural, and that's part of learning and that's part of life. And don't get me wrong, I love my parents, but I grew up without realistic feedback. I was told everything I did was the best thing ever. And that's a great feeling when you're a kid, but you get let down hard when it's just you later in life. The reality hits and you think, wow, I fucked up because I'm not instantly good at everything. Why do I suck so much at this? It was a hard lesson to learn, and expecting to be perfect kept me from trying. And I never let myself just enjoy things for what they are and eventually be good, so it kept me from a lot of experiences. I was essentially gatekeeping myself from so much of the world. Looking at the bigger picture, this meant that without those experiences, I didn't really know who I was until I started trying things. And this kind of led to a great moment of clarity. It's, of course, the same reason why two twins can be so different. For better or worse, it's our lived experiences that define us as people. In realizing this, I am so much happier in my life now. And I guess I kind of consider myself an explorer of experiences now. Am I saying I'm going to go skydiving tomorrow to find out if I like it? Hell no. But I do try and do things that takes me a little bit outside my comfort zone every now and then. I mean, you don't wake up one morning and run a marathon. It's a process. It's a process. It's taken me a long time to realize all this, and honestly, I feel better for it. Am I still a bit nervous to new things? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that doesn't go away. You just get better at controlling your reaction to it and talking down that voice in the back of your head that tries to find fault with everything. So give it a shot. You'll either discover something new that you love or cross something else off the list. But the important thing here, always try. Till next time.